Welcome back. Election Day is now just 7 days away. Right now, social engineering is at an all-time high. If you happen to receive an email that says problem with your mail-in ballot, experts say beware. Scammers are using email and social media to try and access your personal information.
And joining us now, tech consultant and host of the Strategy Hacker live stream, Shelly Palmer. He's got some tips on how to identify and avoid fraud. Shelly, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us. This is like the Super Bowl for hackers. So how do we keep ourselves safe?
This is a Super Bowl for hackers. As you know, the idea of someone cracking your password, yeah, that's really hard to do. But just getting you to click on something, that's super easy because they're exploiting your natural curiosity. So obviously, if you get an email that looks perfect but seems weird, if the content seems either too good to be true or really confirming your own ideas about what's happening or telling you a story you find outlandish and like, wow, is that possibly true? First thing you got to do is check who it's from, and not the part where it just says, you know, from Jane Doe. You have to actually open the header and make sure that this email is from exactly who it says it's from, because that's the first telltale sign. But the easiest thing to do, the least technical thing you can do, is ignore it or delete it. What you shouldn't do is click on anything in it, because two things are possible. One, that you'll be giving information to whoever is trying to get it from you, and two, you may be actually clicking something that will put a virus on your computer that your virus checker may or may not be able to handle, because the hacks that are happening now are using brand new viruses that really the virus checkers and the virus blockers haven't had a chance to adapt to yet. So number one thing in the world is just, if it looks too good to be true, and or if it's something that really makes you curious, be even more curious. Check and make sure where the email came from. But there's something else that came across my desk yesterday, guys, that I really want to talk about. All of a sudden, people are saying you can text to vote, and people are getting messages on their phones that talk about the ability to vote by text. Let me just say flat out, that's not possible. There is, in New York State, you cannot text message your vote. So please, if you get a text message, here's the two things you should do. Delete it and ignore it. Don't type stop, which would tell the person on the other end that you're a live phone, that they can actually text again. And the second most important thing is, if you just delete it and don't answer it, there's no way they have any concept of who you are, because they weren't texting you, they were texting a block of numbers. So please, if you see something on your phone that says vote by text, just ignore it and delete it.
Shelly, I would put that in the category of election scams. How widespread are these scams going to be, especially in this final week leading up to the election?
I think you're going to just see a ton of it. We have some good, credible evidence from the FBI is out there. Every day I get this hacker news from the FBI, and they've got all kinds of stuff on the list every day. So do yourself a favor. Just be careful. Even more careful than Black Friday, even more careful than Christmas shopping season. The people who are using email and text and misinformation and disinformation are doing it in a way that I literally haven't seen in my professional career. There's big stakes in this election. Everyone knows it. And I think the hackers know it too. So please, 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 please make sure you know where this stuff is coming from. And you cannot vote by text.
Okay. It's not like there's something new for the 2020 election.
No.
It just popped up a week before that we're all finding out about. All right, Shelly, thanks so much. Always good to see you. And I guess we'll see you on Election Day next Tuesday, hopefully.
Looking forward to it.
All right.
We'll text you, Shelly.
Yeah, we'll text you.
Answer our text, all right?
And that's not a scam. All right.
Take care,
Thanks
guys.
so much.